Oh yeah, more than one thing that okay. A special thing about back on my feet is like, you know, you, the amazing thing that I learned is like that. Like for example, like when you live in a shelter, you're isolated. Like 9 o'clock, you're in for the night, and the only people you know is within the shelter environment, and that's it. And basically, when you're out in society, you don't want to tell people, oh, I live in a shelter. So you're basically like the guy said, an outcast. But then when we run in the morning with the non-residents and the residents, it's like we get to socialize with these people who are out in the world. And like I was telling some of the members, I said, well, the same people you're socializing with could be the same people you talk to as far as a job interview. And the funniest thing happened is, like, you know, what I realized too, even though, you know, you have people who aren't homeless, who stick a key in their door and go in there, they have problems too. And I'd like to give you an example of what I mean. I was running last Saturday with this gentleman, and I just went up to him, I shook his hand, and he's like, Kenny, how many you doing? I said, well, I'm gonna try to do 4. I'm trying to get back, and I'm training for the Broad Street run, which is in second week in May in Philadelphia. So me and this gentleman started running, and we start talking, and this gentleman's just unloading everything he had that was going through his mind. And I'm listening to him, and I'm saying, yeah, and we doing this, you know, we kicking it. And as soon as the run was over, he said, Kenny, thank you so much for that run, man. Are you gonna be here next week? I said, you better believe it. And that's just that's the special things about back on my feet. You know, it's just like you get to run with people, and you're helping people. They're helping you. We're helping them. It's like one big family. You know, it's just so much love. You know, you come out there in the morning. You might be home. You'll get somebody like Ann or Wyatt will hug you, grip you up. Come on, and that little thing right there just makes your day, man. Because you know the situation that you're in. That's basically all I really wanted to share with you. I just wanted to give a few shout outs to a few people that helped me along this trouble. First, I'd like to give a shout out to my sister Mary Scullin from Project Home. I'd like to give a shout. Thank you. Shout out to my doctor Pandia, who I inspired to get on the treadmill. Mr. Austin G. If it wasn't from him, I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't from Austin G. One special man on this one. And most of all, I want to thank the Marriott once again. J.W. Marriott. Unbelievable. And the staff, I just want to give a round of applause to this staff here that works so hard. I had to throw the cleaning lady out and tip her. I said, that's enough. I'm good. Please, leave my room alone. Thank you all very much, and God bless everybody. God bless. Back on my feet, J.W. Marriott.
Thanks, Kenny. So Kenny is one of the hundreds of people that Back on My Feet has helped. And again, this is not a handout. We don't move Kenny's legs for him. He does it all himself. But everybody needs people and support in their lives, and that's a role that we try to fill. I just want to close up here. I know that we're reaching our limit, but I'd like to ask Bruce White and Bill Marriott to just come on stage really quick. Back on My Feet would like to present you with 2 plaques for all of the dedication that you have shown Back on My Feet over the past year, since you guys have got year and a half you've gotten involved, and this Indianapolis chapter would not have happened without the support of both of your companies. So thank you so much for everything that you do. And I just also want to say, you guys have involvement cards on your table. Back on My Feet can't solve this problem by ourselves. We are committed to doing our part, but we need people to help us continue our mission through helping with our employment. We are looking for employment partners for our members. There's tons of ways you can get your employees involved with us. There's about 7 different options on that involvement card, and we're asking everybody to fill that out, and if you fill it out, you get a shirt when you leave. We found that's a great way to get you guys to fill these out. If you don't want to get involved, you can just say, not interested, that's fine, hoping that's not the case. But we have a chance to combat this issue here in Indianapolis, and it's not going to happen with just Back on My Feet. You've all taken the first step in being here today, and we really appreciate your interest and support. Am I missing something? Are you on the itinerary?
No.
Okay.
But if you don't mind.
No.
Good afternoon. I've been very fortunate. 28 years ago, I started to work for Mr. Marriott and his organization. And the philosophy of Marriott is around spirit to serve. It starts with taking care of the associates and then taking care of the customer. But then it goes further as how do you give back to the community. 11 years ago, I was fortunate enough that the White family wanted me to come work for them also. It was difficult to leave Marriott because I felt so connected with our values. But I made the decision to come. I came to Indianapolis. And what I found about the White family in Indianapolis, they live the same values that Mr. Marriott founded his company and lives by. The overwhelming support of Indianapolis and giving back to the community and their spirit to serve and always wanting to do better is truly amazing. And then I was fortunate enough to work for the White family that constantly believes in giving back and making things better for everyone involved. So one is, we're also a very competitive group at White Lodging. So they told me that the most money that was ever raised for a breakfast luncheon was in Dallas a few weeks ago. That was $160,000. I'm happy to say so far, I think we're just a tad under 180 here, so thank you very much for all your support. When we heard about this organization 9 months ago, it resonated with our associates, and they ran out in very short order, raised $50,000, and then the Bruce and Beth White Foundation matched that. So in Chicago, we were able to give you a $100,000 check. Well, today, between the foundation and our employees, in such short order, 6 months later, we're proud to add to that total of $180,000, another $144,000.
Guys are awesome.
Thank you.
If anybody has 150 they want to add, we can maybe get the competitive spirit in my lodging. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you so much. This is really unexpected, and Dave is relentless when it comes to fundraising and supporting this organization. So we promise to put this money to good use. You 23 members, you don't get all of this, but you get some of this. To hopefully for your grant money and us being able to provide social events and races and a really great experience with our organization. So thank you very much. I just want to end quickly by recognizing some Back on My Feet staff. I think you guys are sitting, they're not sitting there because they're all in the back now. But anyway, I want to recognize Beth Olson. If Beth can stand up, Beth is our new executive director here for the Indianapolis chapter. Beth will be the one, along with her team, of following up with you after you fill out those involvement cards to figure out how, again, we can work together to combat homelessness in Indianapolis. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon.